Okay, let's review. When we had one pulley, we found that we could balance the load of 3 mass units with a force of 3 mass units. When we used 2 pulleys, we found that we had a load of 16 mass units. Remember, that came from the mass of the pulley that had to move up and down plus the load. So the load became 16 mass units. And we found that that would balance if we used 8 mass units as our force to make it balance. So now what's going to happen when we try 3 pulleys? Well, we're going to set up 3 pulleys, so let's take a look at how we do this. We'll run this down a little bit further. We're going to start by running the string and taking the string and going through the large pulley, the large wheel at the bottom of the pulley set. And here it comes. This is going to go up and around the small wheel at the top of the pulley sets. And it's going to come down and it's going to hook directly on the hook for the bottom pulley. And so we have it set up this way. And again, we'll repeat. It goes around the top wheel, comes around the bottom large wheel, back up around the small yellow wheel, and comes down to the hook here. I'm now going to hang our load on this side at the bottom hook. That gives us a load of, that's right, 16 mass units. And we're going to hang this, and we're starting with 3. And we find if, when she lets go, that we are definitely not in balance. We're going to add 1 more mass unit. And we've got 4, and she lets go again. And again, we're not quite in balance, but we're getting much closer. So let's add 1 more mass unit. And by doing so, if she lets go, we're in balance. And that's with 5. So let's take a look at this. 3 pulleys, 16 mass units for our load, and it's in balance with a force of 5 mass units. And like on the other one, something is going on. Now that's with 3. Now let me ask this of you. If we want to have this balanced with only 4 mass units, how many pulleys do you think we're going to need? Now remember, that is a load of 16 balanced with 4 mass units. How many pulleys? Well, I don't know. Let's try 4 and see if it works. So now we're going to remove the mass, the load, and the force, and now we're going to hook this up, and we're going to make a small change here. The only difference now is that this loop that was on the hook comes off, comes down around and through the small wheel, and I'll take the force one for you. I've got this one. And we'll come up, and it comes up, and it hangs on the hook this direction. There you go. And it hangs there. So now, if we take a look, we have this string going around the top pulley. Large bottom, small top, small bottom, and the mass is here. Once again, we hang our load over here, and now we have a load we're going to lift with 16. So we're going to empty some of these and see if we can do it with 1 and see if it balances with 1.
Or 2.
Not hang it with 1, let go. No balance. Good catch. Let's try with 2. Matter of fact, let's try with 4 because that was the question. How can we do it with 4? Let's try with 4. And we're in balance. 4 pulleys, balancing 16 mass units of our load with 4 mass units of force. That number, that we see that relationship, the number of pulleys here actually tell you the mechanical advantage of each of these. Now, mechanical advantage lets you know how much the machine helps you work. We could get into that a little bit further, but that's really another physics lesson. We're not going to talk about that right now. So teachers, you're going to start with these. So now, get to work. Get to work.